Welcome back to my channel. Hi, welcome back to my channel. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So, my women's studies class currently, we got assigned to look up a women's movement and then do a little bit of history and background about it and then kind of do a digital project. And I thought, why not just do what I do best and vlog about it? So I have chosen the LGBTQ movement, specifically here in Utah, where I'm from. And so today we're going to go into a little bit of background about the LGBTQ movement in general, in Utah, and then we're going to go talk about Encircle. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is I need to do a little bit of research about the LGBTQ movement. Here we go.
Many hours later.
Okay, so from my research, I have found that there's a thing called the Stonewall Riots. And I think it's really cool and I want to tell you guys a little bit more about it. I'm going to do my best and I'm going to make like one of those history channel story lines with a voiceover and stuff. So here's my best bet. Here we go.
The Stonewall Inn was a gay bar in the 1960s located in New York City. It was owned by the mafia, who would pay off the police from raiding it and made a profit by overcharging its patrons for drinks and extorting wealthy patrons by threatening to tell their families and employers. In the early morning of June 28, 1969, a violent protest broke out in front of the Stonewall Inn. The violent protest became known as the Stonewall Riots. These riots sparked activism and awareness across the United States. The Gay Liberation Front was a direct result of the riots, which was the first group to publicly advocate for equal gay rights. On the one-year anniversary of the riots, the very first Gay Pride Parade was held in New York City. Today, Gay Pride Parades are still held on the anniversary of the Stonewall Riots.
So basically, the Stonewall Riots were more of the catalyst for the LGBTQ movement. From this, so much has come out, and this movement is very inclusive because it includes anyone who belongs to the LGBTQ plus community. What they're fighting for is equality. They want anyone a part of the LGBTQ community to be equal, to be able to get married, to be able to have the same rights as everyone. Women have played a large role in this community because trans women, lesbian women, queer women in general have played a huge part. So the state of Utah has a rather interesting history with the LGBTQ movement. And so to explain this, I'm going to do another one of those history type things because I think it's best to kind of see some visuals with it. And yeah.
In 1851, anti-sodomy laws were put in place to ban gay sex along with other heterosexual practices. It wasn't until 2003, with the Lawrence versus Texas Supreme Court case, that all sodomy laws were overturned, making all private consensual sexual conduct legal. At the University of Utah in 1976, the Gay Student Union was formed, making it the first gay organization in the state. It since has been renamed the Queer Student Union. Along with its creation, several LGBTQ newspapers followed, including the Gazette. These papers usually focused on creating a community family, providing legal advice, advocating, and sanitation, specifically encouraging condom usage and to prevent AIDS by cleaning needles. In 2014, a federal judge overturned the state ban on same-sex marriage, which also made it legal for same-sex couples to adopt children.
Hey, good morning. We're going to go on a field trip to a place here in Provo where the first GCA Alliance was created. So Provo High School moved. We found that out the hard way, but here's a little bit of pictures I found online and some information that I learned.
In 2005, students at Provo High School created its first Gay-Straight Alliance. This was a pivotal point for the LGBTQ movement in Utah. In February of 2017, in Provo, Utah, Encircle opened. Encircle is an organization who seeks to deepen and enrich the conversation among communities of faith and LGBTQ people. By teaching individuals to love themselves and empowering families, Encircle helps create an environment where LGBTQ plus individuals can thrive. Their mission is to embrace and sustain every LGBTQ youth, every family, and every community.
Okay, so we're gonna drive right now to Encircle. So from the research I've done about Encircle, Stephanie was looking for a house around Provo, and she was about a block away from where they were building the Provo City Center Temple at the time, and she saw this house, and just right then and there she knew it was the one. So she got the house, and through the help of many volunteers and donations, they were able to renovate the house. Side comment though, I straight up look today my outfit. Oh, remember that picture of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson when he was probably in the 90s, I don't even know, where he's wearing jeans, a belt, and like a turtleneck with the chain out. A friend.
Okay, so here's the picture of Dwayne. Here I am.
Okay, we're passing the temple, so if I'm correct, it should be here on our right coming up. Oh, I'm gonna run this yellow. Ooh, and we're good. Okay. Oh, I think that's it. Oh my gosh, it is literally right across the street from the temple, you guys. Driving past it. So cute. Okay, so we're pulling up right now. So I'm gonna go in. I personally don't think you can film inside, but I will report. So I wasn't able to film inside Encircle, which is actually really cool. They do it to protect the privacy of the people who are there, and I think that's really cool of them. But I did find out some really cool information, and I found some really awesome videos that Encircle themselves have created, and I'm just going to take snippets out of the information that I feel like you guys need and that's important, and then down below in the box I'll have a link to all of the videos that I'm kind of referencing, so if you guys want to look at them more, it's really awesome, and I really suggest you look at all the videos.
Encircle was founded by Stephanie Larson, a former lawyer. Her uncle-in-law or husband's uncle was gay, and together they spoke about the resources needed among the gay community. Encircle was started because of her desire for everyone to experience unconditional love. Larson herself doesn't identify as LGBTQ, and neither do her children.
I think that Provo should be the best place to grow up an LGBTQ child because we do community so well. But it's the hardest place. We've been open for 6 months, and we've already trained 350 volunteers. A lot goes on every week at Encircle. Monday nights, we bring in speakers. Lunch with Lisa is on Tuesday, and the idea with that is to bring parents to sit around the table and talk about their children and the struggles they're having and the successes they're having. We have 11 support groups a week, anything from lesbian support group to transgender support groups. The idea behind Encircle is to give these kids a safe space to be so they can grow up and have time to think about, who am I, who do I want to be?
She's been asked if the LDS Church has been supportive, and she has said yes. She said that sometimes bishops will come to learn how to help the youth in their individual wards who identify as LGBTQ.
We spent a year prior to opening trying to figure out how can we fit into our community rather than being something that is butting up against the community and their beliefs. We want to support who the community is, meet them where they are, and help us all progress and become better. I believe that we can move the community to better understand these kids and their families, and that we can help them have a safe place to be, a place where they don't have to leave their families and move somewhere different.
One thing I really love about Encircle is that they really focus on families and community. They create a safe place for LGBTQ teens and kids, but also they create a place where parents can go and they can learn. I love lunch with Lisa on Tuesdays, and I think it's amazing how they are promoting family and unity in this time, and I think that's amazing, and I really appreciate that. All right, guys, that's it for today's vlog. I hope you guys liked it. Subscribe for more content. Always like and comment below what you'd like me to do next. And thanks for tuning in, and I hope you learned a lot about the LGBTQ movement, especially about Encircle here in Provo,